brother? How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. Perfect day to run.
Yeah.
Literally,
Thank God.
couldn't ask for a better day.
Finally, right?
Yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys? How are you, Jordan? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Y'all, we got a juicy 5K for you guys today. For any of you guys that have not come to the Uluwatu No Mask Run Club, it is the best run club in Bali because if you're training for a marathon or you're training for a half or a 10 or a 5K, this, in my opinion, is the best route. How long have you guys been running?
A year.
1 year?
Yeah, I did a half marathon.
Oh, how was it?
It was super cool.
Yeah?
In Rio.
Ooh, how was the view? Oh, someone smells really, really good. Thank you. Life before torture.
I do for
This is sick.
airline commercial.
This is beautiful.
Thank you. And I use AI to make some, video. I'm trying because AI is coming.
Have you seen LTX Studios? Do you mind if I get you on camera? Jordan.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too. Pleasure. Jordan. Nice to meet you.
So I got in Bitcoin, like 7 cents initially. I made a bunch, lost a bunch, just sent to live in the woods, similar to the movie
Crazy.
Holes. Got in on Ethereum, made a bunch, didn't want to pay tax on it, moved to Puerto Rico, got in with you familiar with Rob the Bank?
Of course. He's amazing.
He's laid out the
He's a
content
legend.
formula, right?
Okay.
He was my neighbor, Jake and Logan on the other side, TJR, all these guys.
Everybody.
It was a tight-knit community and early in that space, sort of info and influencer. And then I doubled down on drones, built up a drone company, a little bit of an army, along with World Surf League. Airbnb had some experiences going on their platform, additional to real estate. Just using early AI and ChatGPT, sending outbounds to customers within the CRMs of all the local hotels. I have some rental properties and ownership of a hotel down there as well. So I recruited an army of surf drone filmographers.
Smart.
Yeah, massive great following. And make a lot of money with that, as well as real estate and Montauk and those production companies. I've recently learned the skill of delegation. Human capital is sort of the most difficult to invest in, I think. Like a VC of sort of human resources, right? And you can invest poorly, which I have. So it's an interesting asset, more so than any other I've played with.
Why Bali?
Bali, it feels like a sort of a culmination for me. Thailand was my last foray into Asia. I own a Muay Thai gym now. And
in Thailand?
Yeah, became a two-time champion in Rosh Endurance Stadium. It was very much a journey for me. I felt like I was sort of a pussy.
This is real. No, this is real.
For sure, And it was difficult. I ended up in Thai prison too. I was on a motorcycle doing stupid shit, Russian chick on the back, overstayed my visa 3 days. They decided I was a fuck, sent me to live on 1 meal rice a day. And,
Are you documenting his life?
We're doing.
Dude, your life sounds insane.
It's sort of symbiotic here, man. We've got
Seriously?
We've been working remotely together. His buddy's my sales manager on one of our high ticket sales offers, and we've been planning this for a while. There are a lot of people who talk and dopamine. Few who do. I'm gathering just not even I've been watching a lot of old startup culture and Steve Jobs interviews.
We're the same person. This is crazy.
It's just right now the time to iterate and ship on a global scale. If you have an idea, is zero. You can do things like took a software team of 10 people months ago with PhDs by yourself. So with that, there's no excuses.
How long are you in Bali for?
Indefinitely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're just hanging out with Mark Zuckerberg in Puerto Rico. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, pretty.
He lives in Puerto Rico. Like, yeah, this guy's. That was a crazy story. You don't meet people like that often.
I'm doing an interview because I got a media back in Taiwan about a wellness. It's a startup. With,
Crazy. Thank you. It's not what you know that matters. It's knowing what to do when you're in the right place at the right time. Just had a very inspiring conversation with a friend that I met today, and just made me realize that when you're preparing for what God is preparing for you, things are going to happen whether you like them to or not. But what is also true is we cannot forget that when we are in a position that we've prayed for and it comes true, we need to act accordingly. Back to the basics. If it's boring, I'm there. Where can I go for your spirit? Where can I hide? This is good. There's a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to tear down, a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to keep, a time to throw away. A time to tear and a time to mend. A time to be silent and a time to speak. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. What do workers gain from their toil? I have seen the burden God has laid out in the human race. He has made everything beautiful in its time. He has also set eternity in the human heart, yet no one can fathom what God has done from the beginning to end. I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in their toil. This is the gift of God. I know that everything God does will endure forever. Nothing can be added to it, and nothing taken from it. God does it so that people will fear him. Whatever is has already been, and what will be has been before, and God will call the past to account. And I saw something else under the sun. In the place of judgment, wickedness was there. In the place of justice, wickedness was there. I said to myself, God will bring into judgment both the righteous and the wicked, for there will be a time for every activity, a time to judge every deed. I also said to myself, as for humans, God tests them so that they may see that they are all like the animals. Surely the fate of human beings is like that of the animals. The same fate awaits them both. As one dies, so dies the other. All have the same breath. Humans have no advantage over animals. Everything is meaningless. All go to the same place. All come from dust, and dust all will return. Who knows if the human spirit rises upward, and if the spirit of the animals goes down into the earth? So I saw that there is nothing better for a person than to enjoy the work, because that it is their lot. For who can bring them to what will happen after them? That's good.
Mad to think that all the answers are literally in here. But how many people go onto social media and try and find the answers? But it's literally here.
Too many people go.
You know when you said before about the God's test, I just want to talk about it. Mm-hmm. So, obviously we go through the trials and the tribulations in life. So, we have a vision. The only way that we can hold that vision without it destroying us is adding character traits through the heartbreak, through the struggles, through the pain. The only way that we can know how to hold money is if we lose money and learn the wisdom behind it. So the trials will always be repeated unless we fully learn and understand from them lessons.
Correct.
So this morning we woke up and went at it, and we was like, after, well, me anyway, 2 or 3 days, good things have started happening, which I've been in the Word. But the moment you start to get a momentum, that voice comes in, and then that's when God humbles you. God's like, well, you didn't learn your lesson, I'll pull everything again until you start to learn it. But I feel like sometimes we can be so blindsided to it with the voice in our head. And then we get frustrated because we just feel like we're on this never-ending hamster wheel. And then we watch other people win and other people killing it, and then we wonder why we're still stuck in the same position, even though we're probably more talented than the people that are actually doing something.
Yeah, I think it's like bird brain.
Yeah.
People get squirrel-minded. They're so distracted by things that actually don't serve the value that they have for their life. If you know better, then do better. If we open the Bible and we know that there's the truth in it, so what the Bible tells us to do, we should do it. Because we see time and time again, from reading the Old Testament all the way through the New Gospel and the New Testament, we see that the people of the past kept doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and getting to the same end result that didn't provide them with the life that they wanted. So with what we're experiencing in 2025, there's so much distractions. Now more than ever, there's been a conscious awakening of people coming to know God, coming to know the gospel, coming to know Christ, coming to know a version of themselves that they never knew. What I just came to my mind was increase your sensitivity, because I think we are often going through life so numb to things around us. We see injustice and we take no action. Like right now, someone sent me something yesterday and said, hey, can you share this on your social media? And I was so insensitive to the share. I was like, because it was about Jamaica. It was like, share a hurricane relief situation, supporting hurricane relief actions. And I was like, me sharing is not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Especially because I believe it was man-made and all the things. But that doesn't negate the reality of the fact that someone needs help. There was a little woman missing, a child missing yesterday in Chengu. And a bunch of people sent it to me. I'm like, I live in Uluwatu. Like, it's not going to do anything for me to share this. But it's that level of sensitivity. You know, someone could say, hey, I really thought you were going to call me back right away. That was their expectation. The sensitivity should have been, hey, I should have maybe addressed that I might be busy. Can't call you right now. Give me a minute. Increasing your sensitivity. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I could talk about this forever, but
it's also, as well as when you say that, just, you was talking about yesterday, just about being so accessible. And when it comes to especially when it comes to the phone side of things, You don't have to call or text anyone back. Not even out of courtesy, not even out of being polite.
So don't read your phone when you're reading the Bible.
Huh?
Don't read your phone when you're reading the Bible.
Yeah.
Don't
there
do
you
it.
go.
For
Like,
me,
if someone trying to get into my ad account to spend money on ads.
let them wait. Let them wait.
So true.
Let them wait. I was waiting to tell you this the whole time, but I was like, you know what?
No, I know though. When I'm texting, I'm like, oh, he's pulling me up on that.
100%.
But I've been waiting, but this is what I'm saying.
It's so important that you catch yourself in those moments because this is how I look at it. And this is what's hard for me sometimes is nothing is more important than your relationship with God.
No, 100%.
And that is the mindset that you have to approach every minute with God. Like, this is even for me, I'm still having to learn how to do it better.
Yeah.
Because there's times when I can be like, my phone will ring and I'm doing something and I'm like, oh, let me just finish this thing and then go get to God.
Yeah.
But in those moments that my phone rings, I should drop everything in that minute because that's more important in that minute.
Okay.
Right? That's how I look at it. Like, if Jesus came back right now, would you tell Jesus, oh, hold on a second, let me finish this cold call?
This is us speaking to Jesus. No.
Yeah. This is the most important version. This is why, like, this is those, these are those intimate moments of prayer that you were speaking of yesterday. That's why even for me, as I was sitting here and I was praying, it hit me. I was like, whoa, thank you for your presence. The minute I welcome the presence of the Holy Spirit into my era, everything changes.
Yeah.
Everything changes.
Yeah, that's new for me though, because I just see it as...
Of course.
Yeah.
But it takes time. It takes time. But it